Good morning, everybody, and happy Wednesday. Oh, she's a bit late, but she's here.
I was
Good
getting
morning.
coffee. Croissant, sorry. Excuse me,
Oh,
latte.
all right, starting
I
from the
need
top. Good morning, Gimme. Good morning, Kath. Yeah, it's cold down here too. Good morning, Robbie. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Lee. Thanks for putting out the snacks and the signs. You rock. Hi, Libby. Chris, hey, 20. Caramel size. Let's not. No. Like, I can't have it. Like, it's just no. Hey, Pixie. Who else we got? Lisa. Hey, Lisa. So
hello.
it's been a hot minute.
Really has.
Monday, I got up and I started setting up for a live, and then I realized, no, I'm not doing live on Mondays anymore.
I thought you did one this past Monday.
No,
Oh,
I did no lives. Hey,
sorry.
Finn. Hey, Michelle.
That's better.
So nope, it's only Wednesday lives now.
Ah,
I'm so
yep,
glad of
I
that,
remember that.
because in hindsight of everything that's happened in the last week and a half, yeah.
Yeah,
JJ's still asleep. Yay. Hi, Amber Love. Oh, I feel like I haven't seen you guys in ages. Like, it feels like it's been forever. Oh,
I know it
been,
has. I know for
yeah.
me it's been forever, like a month already.
Hey, Rose. Hey, Matt.
Hi, guys. Robert. Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, Rob. Hi, Rowan. It's really, I've got so much to catch up on, like, with everyone, not just everyone, but like I catch everyone up on stuff as well. About time, Chris. About time. Good morning, Kami. No, it's afternoon for you. Actually, lunchtime for Palmy. My beautiful baby girl is doing okay. So, for those that do not know, Kenzie was attacked on the school bus yesterday.
Oh no.
Yeah, so he yanked her headphones off and repeatedly slapped her, and left a couple of marks on her. And so I notified the school, because she was very, very stressed and upset about it all. And they've removed him from her bus. So I'm very, very happy about that. So her safety, they've taken it very seriously and stuff. So she was happy to get on the bus. She stopped and she looked to see if he was on before she'd go any further. But once she saw he wasn't there, she was fine. So he really did scare her.
Yeah.
Like, it took an hour and a half to calm her down yesterday. So
Was it part of being on the spectrum, or was he doing it as a bullying?
I don't know if he is on the spectrum. I don't know the boy. I haven't asked. Yeah, but for her, it was very traumatizing, very scary.
Poor sweetie.
Hi, Deb. Yeah, well, it was very scary for her, but she's okay. She's okay. Like, before bedtime, she was bouncing around and laughing by the time bedtime rolled around. So, but I came home and I gave her some pain relief, and I gave her some rescue remedy, and she calmed down. And yeah, her safety is the most important. Nobody gets to physically hurt my children, especially not her. So everyone thinks I'm going to roar if someone hurts Jordan. Wow, you can imagine how I roared yesterday. Like, I turned around and I said to the chaperone, what did you guys do to control the situation? And she said to me, they pulled the bus over, and the bus driver came down and helped her get the boy under control. He's been a constant issue on the bus lately, apparently. And he just happened to be the last one. And I said, well, if he's on the bus, she's not getting on. It's that simple. So I am
That
waiting
makes sense.
for.
You've got to protect when they can't protect themselves.
Yeah. Hi, Laura. Welcome. Yeah. So, but she's fine. She's back to herself this morning. So yeah. So, do you guys want all the news first and then the pens, or do you want us to do the pens first and then give you guys all the updates on everything? And what do you guys want to do? Let me know in chat. Do you want to start happy? Oh, I think that boat sailed though. Oh, I am so tired. I'm sorry. Oh, there's my sexy little thirst trap.
There's Jay.
Hey, Jay. That's not helpful, Chris. That's being sitting on the fence.
Oh, thank you, Kath. I'm doing just fine. My back's been not
it's
happy.
your back. Okay, I was just making sure I hadn't missed anything.
No, my back has just not been happy, and it just continues to not be happy. It is what it is.
Oh.
And that's not good.
It's probably your pencil, Jackie.
So no one's really answering. We've had Chris is being a fence sitter. Hi, Sarah.
Sarah Bryce.
Hey, Sarah.
Fem said, "Do your news first."
Yeah, that's just one person's.
Day.
Yeah, I think we'll do the pen first. Give us the pens. Yeah, we'll do the pens first, and then we can talk about everything that's happened in the last week.
Okay. Well, so I will probably hang around, but I will probably move over to chat.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put you into solo layout. There you go. Take it away. I'll bring up the wheel of names while you do that.
Okay, so I'm going to show off tonight's pen first.
It's a pretty pen.
This gorgeous, like a teal honeycomb. Oh, I don't know if it's teal. It's green, but it's not grass green.
No, it's teal.
Is it? Or is it like a? I don't. It's
It's teal's more greeny than blue, so that's a teal. Aqua is more blue than green.
Okay. Color lessons for the day. Yay.
Yeah.
So this is today from the artist herself. This is today's Me Please.
Nice. You guys don't want to miss this pen. It's beautiful.
And then we have coming up, we have a beautiful red and orange, blue, white swirls. And this one, I don't know. Yeah, you can see it. It's got like purple, and it's like a jewel tone, purple.
I was very torn when you asked me which one to put on between that one and the one we've chosen. So
this one's very pretty, but I think it'll stand out better in the pictures if I can get sunlight.
Yeah.
And then this beauty is going to go up tomorrow. Now this one is photosensitive. It is light sensitive. So sunshine turns it more purple.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
And it's got some pretty sparkles to it, but it's got some swirls and all those kind of things. But yeah, it turns more purple in the white in it turns more purple in the sunlight.
I'm saving up for a car, so I'm on a complete no buy, and my husband's not allowed to buy pens either. So
those are coming up this week. But
so watch out for them on the group. But this is today's.
Yep, this is today's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
This is a Midwest Hybrids and TJ.
I'm really torn. Like I love both Midwest Hybrids paws, but I also love TJ's paws, and the paws that he teased me, that you guys teased me with the other day. Oh my god! Like seriously, that's going to be amazing, and I'm going to have to talk to you guys about those, about coinciding with the person who's actually licensed those images, so we can coincide the both together.
Oh yes, we need to do that soon because I think he's planning on cutting them up, or we can save a couple or something. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
So yes, that is today's beauty.
Does the white glow on that one? Chris is asking.
So the white glow on this one or the other one?
That one.
This one, no. This one is just a pretty pearl.
And
then the other one, the white on the other one doesn't glow. It actually changes from a white to a
lilac.
Purple. More of a magenta. purple.
Magenta. Oh, nice. All right, guys. Okay, so let's get this ball rolling. Hi, Rose Wills. So let's start. So if you are interested in buying this, how it goes, you click, you go, me please, underneath the start. We then put your name in a wheel. If you spin it, you're buying it. If your name comes up, that's how it wins. That's how it wins. That's how it works. I'm sorry. I had 4 hours sleep. I was up in a long meeting, very productive long meeting, and I loved it. But wish I could buy another pen, but I have a couple coming in need to save. Yeah, Sarah, I'm gonna buy completely. Like
I get it.
The only canvas I'm buying is the Doctor Who canvas. All right, Laura is a me, please.
Thank you, Laura.
Berta, are you me pleasing? Berta, Berta, Berta.
Berta, Berta.
Might just be Laura. You might spin and get the congratulations.
No, here's one. Rowan.
Rowan and Michelle.
Now.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Kath, we're the same. I'm saving up for a new car, so yeah, I'm on a complete no place. Michelle Mills is a me, please. Michelle M, so I know which one it is. I can't. I'm still drowning. I know, Berta, my love. I know. I'm so sorry, honey.
I know.
I'm sending big squishies. If I wasn't so drowning myself, I would help you out. You know that in a heartbeat. Joanna. Hello, my lovely.
Hello, Joanna.
Hi, sweetie.
All right, so we've got 3 for the me, please. We've got Laura, we've got Michelle, and we've got Rowan. We are going once. We are going twice. And we are stopping. So I will bring that up and we will do a shuffle and a spin. Hi, Irene. Hi, sweetheart. All right, let's do shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Good luck to Laura, Rowan, and Michelle. I
was just saying good luck.
Oh, good luck.
Sorry.
All right, we are going to, that's right. We're just going to spin. Good luck to Michelle, Rowan, and Laura. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh. Rowan, what you need to do. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All righty. That's awesome. Oh, I've missed you too, Joe. It's been a very hot minute. Like it feels like it's been forever since I was on. I think I've done 2 years almost of 3 days. I mean, there was a time when we were live every week, every day, and back at the beginning, and then we dropped it to 3, and I've been 3 for over 1.5 years. And so now we're like, I've dropped it to 1. So just because there is so much going on in that. But thank you very much, Emily, always for being here and sharing your pens with us, because I think your pens are the best pens out there. And I am biased, and I'm allowed to say that.
Thank you. We are very appreciative. We think that you are definitely one of the high tier companies for canvases.
Yeah.
And that's because I've done them.
Yes. Oh, I just got some cutest photos. Rose, she's beautiful.
Chaotic.
If you want me to share, you have to give me permission, Rose, because I do not share baby photos without permission. I do plan to diamond paint. Hey, V. Every day you'd be sick of me, lol. Joe, never in a million years. I did get a canvas from Joe, which I haven't unboxed, which I need to do too.
You still haven't opened it yet? Oh no, you didn't.
No.
Partly.
No. Oh, I got the beautiful little dragon egg. It's all that's up in the lounge. People have been asking. Okay, all right. Who wants to see the newest? This is the newest addition to the RPC family. So we've got JJ, who we can't forget because he's the little boy that Kath had, and he's gorgeous too. But let me share this little cutie with you. Like, look at her.
Oh,
Ah,
She is just to die for.
so look at this smile.
She's so beautiful. So that's Rose's Will's little baby, and she's such a little warrior, that one. She really is.
She did part.
Yeah, she's just so cute.
So cute. I love little baby.
I've opened it enough to get the box, Joe, the little box in it, and I'm gonna go get that, and I'll go get it, and I did find your Easter egg in there, Missy.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow I got stuff all over my canvas.
I am going to wait for the beautiful Rosie Posey.
I'm back. That was that quick.
You are very quick, my lovely. All right.
She did snoop. Yeah, we both did.
All right.
I'm
Hi,
going
sweetie.
to join you on chat so I can do some other stuff and watch and all the things. So
Thank you for coming, sweetheart.
thank you for having me. I love everybody. Bye.
Love you, sweetie. Bye-bye.
Oh, look who showed up late.
Scratchy.
I think 1,000 lashes for you.
All right. So, was it not last week, the week before? This Jack box arrived. Now, I was expecting a delivery from Joanna because she had said to me she had a canvas that she was sending me. And I received that. And then I kind of opened it. I haven't looked at the canvas yet at all. But inside it was a little box. And I'm like, she's proposing to me, you know. So I don't know if you remember that Joe got me the beautiful green, not green, orange dragon egg. Did anyone see Rowan's comment about the pen? Hang on a second. I saw him thank everybody. Oh, if Laura would like this pen, she is more than welcome to have it. Okay, well, I don't know that's between you guys, so you have to sort that one out. So I got this beautiful. So I've got two now. Look at this. Aren't they gorgeous?
They are beautiful. Can I just say something in regards to that green and yellow one? That reminds me of Wizard of Oz, the Emerald City and
the green and the yellow. It actually doesn't remind me of Wizard of Oz.
Not you. It's beautiful. I thought it was beautiful when I saw it.
It's one of my favorites. It's probably I love the other one, but this one's, I don't know, it's just something about this one. So it's thank you very much, Joe. Now he has a friend.
Yeah.
We all know I love dragons. I'm addicted to dragons. And yes, I do have more cute dragons coming out. We will talk about that soon. I also have a canvas. So I haven't looked at this canvas. I know what it is. Who can guess who it's by? You be quiet, you know. Oh, it's a heavy one. Oh, that had the drills in it. That's why I was hitting some of the drills. All righty. Okay. It sounds like someone dropping something at my door. Hang on a minute. No, it was a leaf. I thought I saw a shadow go past. All right. Who can guess what the canvas is? Libby says Randall Spangler. Joe says, oh, it's heavy. Yes, it was. It was very heavy.
It was.
Deborah says a Randall. Let's have a look. I'm so excited. This is such a beautiful canvas. Emily says Randall. Gammy says Randall. Anyone would think you guys know me really well or something. It's got some beautiful colors. Like, it's really This is probably going to give it away. Absolutely gorgeous color. I love the purples that are in it. Alrighty, let's open it up. It is indeed a Randall, and it is a big Randall. So this is Some Enchanted Evening by Randall Spangler. And I don't normally do things, but I love all his work. Let's just be like, he's my #1 favorite artist and has been for a while. All right, stop, steady. All right.
It will definitely, Joanna. It's a big one.
It's a big one. Big ones don't scare me. Isn't
How many
it
whips do
beautiful?
you have going so far now?
Hey?
How many whips you got opened up so far?
I've got the same as what I had last time. I haven't started anymore at all.
4?
5, 6, I think. I've got whips going.
I was trying to be nice.
No, let's be honest. There's about 6 whips going.
Wow.
But I haven't started any new ones. This comes off, Butterfly Princess will come off my table until 6th October because I'm doing that as the Still My Baby event. It's the biggest spangler ever. Look, honey, I've got a 95 by, what is it? How big is this one? I have no idea. I've got 120 by 95 on my table at the moment. So the big canvases do not scare me at all. I swore I was not buying any big ones. Well, oh no, I did buy big ones. All right, we'll sort that out. I'll put all that away later. It's just taking up too much time right now. But I don't know if you guys can see my stack of Randalls.
Get bigger.
Yeah, I haven't bought any for a while. It's 4 feet tall. Oh, so it's tall, just about as tall as Kenzie.
It's a big one. That's all I know.
Yeah, you've got the Train of Dreams. It's another one I wouldn't mind getting at some stage. But I'm completely on an overweight right now. I have higher priorities to deal with. All right, so let's talk about what's happened in the last week and a bit. So as you guys know, I had on Monday, week ago, I announced that some art had been stolen, and I thought it was just one site. Turned out to be 4. So most of the last week and a half has been about cleaning up that mess. So getting all the art taken down and holding them accountable for their theft and talking to legal representation and stuff like that and where to go and how to handle it. We've got to get you some wheels. Yes, I need some wheels. Ironically, the amount of licensing fees that they did not pay would have paid for my new car. But that's neither here nor there. It's just the irony of it. But so it took a week, but we got everything taken down. Everything has been removed from the sites. They have all emailed me with official apologies. They were threatened with invoices for a lot of money, including damages, loss of income, and royalties not paid, as well as the licensing fees. It gets quite up there when art is stolen. Now, so when that all came down, I put up a post. Now I've had a bit of backlash about that post. So I just really, really want to make this clear. I am not against anyone buying from budget companies. Okay, not at all. I understand being on a tight budget. I understand having the passion to want to diamond paint and not be able to afford the top of the line stuff. And I get that and I respect that. I am no way in any way at all hitting out anyone who buys from a budget company. I have bought from budget companies myself. I understand it. My problem is actually with the budget companies. So it's not with the people who are buying, it's with the people who own the companies, because they know better. They know that the artist's stolen. They are the ones that are putting it on their website. And that is my problem. Okay. I want to hold them accountable. No, I can, Joe, but it gets very, I honestly, it's a very costly endeavor. And I was advised to send them warnings, start threatening with an invoice, and then start adding the invoices in. So we never got to that invoice stage. I got to threaten them, but never, yeah. So, that's where that's the, yeah. So I just wanted to make it very clear. If you buy from a budget company, that's your choice. And I would never, ever tell anyone where to shop or where to buy from or anything. Hi, Chantal. But I do want to encourage people that if you do see stolen art on a budget site, report it to the artist. Do the right thing. That's what I'm asking people to do. The budget companies need to be paying licensing fees just like everyone else, and royalties to the artist. We pour a lot of time and effort. Yes, I use a lot of AI in my art, but that doesn't mean I don't pour hours and hours and hours over my art. Stacey has been here. She's seen me do it.
I've had to do it myself too. 3 hours on that one image.
Yeah. We're good, Chantal. Hello, my Ebony. So yeah, I just want people to be aware, you know, like I saw so many Josephine Walls and so many Randalls, and I'm going to give you guys a heads up. If they're stealing the art and it's a small size, and you know my art's not good at 40 by 40, and you know Randall's won't be the good at that size, and neither will Josephine Walls, you are buying crap. Currently watching Gracie diamond paint. Nice. I have plans to diamond paint. I do. I have plans. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So just be aware that you're not supporting the artist when you're buying that art from those companies. A lot, you know, they use a lot of stock images, which is fine, and public domain stuff, that's fine. But I'm wanting to hold the companies responsible for it, because I'm out of pocket over 20 grand. And that is a lot of money for me to be out of pocket for. Okay.
Hi, Gracie.
That's a hell of a lot of licensing fees, royalties, and damages. Oh, yay. I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
Oh, awesome. Yay.
I'm so glad.
I want to see it done. I can't wait for her to start working on that one. That's
the irony of it all was that was the amount of my car. Like,
yeah.
I haven't had a chance to diamond paint, Joe. I literally, I had 2 plans of attack for the last week, and I've achieved them both. 1, I wanted the art taken down. 2, I wanted to make sure that my art and my artists that are under my umbrella, their art is safe. That was like my main priority, is to make sure that the art that was up was safe. So all the art now has the new watermark on it, and it's all over the picture. Yeah. I don't like it, me personally. I like to be able to showcase the art. The watermarks like that, take it away. There's nothing I can do about that. But they're all now embedded with metadata that states very clearly who owns or licenses the art. So each one of the art pieces that are up on that website, it very clearly has our website on it, and it very clearly says it is owned or licensed by RPC. Wow, halfway already. Goodness.
Whoosh.
Mojo was 100. Yeah, mine is, the one I'm doing is 95. This one is my labor of love. This one, metadata, is something that you use and you put it into, and it embeds into the image. So it's in the filing of a digital image. It says who owns it, how it was created, and stuff like that. Like, I had one of the companies come to me and say, you need to prove ownership.
Yeah.
And like, I literally had this huge, what the fuck email written, like, how dare you ask me to prove it's my art when you're talking to the artist who signed the freaking art. Like, that was the kicker. And then I actually deleted that email. That was just like my blah, 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 instant knee-jerk reaction. I deleted it, didn't get send it to them. And I said, I can do one better. And I literally screenshotted the images in my Lightroom with the metadata, showing the original files, showing my signature on it, showing that I owned it, the copyright was mine, everything. And they, like, it was down within a second. A lot of them, as soon as I started threatening them with a $20,000 US lawsuit, they were just like, you know, we're going to take it down. So that was good. And I would have followed through if I had to. That was the kicker was they were trying to sell my art with the watermark, the first watermark I ever used. Yeah, like the internet copy that I had right across. You know, remember that back at the beginning? That's what I used. It was older stuff. It's not even my good stuff, but the principle was still the same. Yeah. So they stole it with my signature on it, with my watermark, off social media somewhere, whether it was where, I don't know where. I didn't bother to ask. I just wanted it down. I got very angry with a couple of them. And they really, really pushed the limit to the 48-hour mark. But it's all down now. They've all issued official apologies. They asked me to remove my post where I named and shamed them. And Fem, I literally love, and I'm sorry, you've been asking me this, and I'm just going to call you out on it, love. You know what I've been going through for the last week. I literally last night finished watermarking. I can tell you right now that the paintings that I've gone in, if you've received sent to the printer, they have all been approved. They have all been printed, and I will be getting tracking numbers in the next few days. That's all I have right now.
I've only been gone for a week. So as soon as I left, this came crashing down. So she really has not had any other time to focus on anything else. So
I am, I know I am behind and stuff, guys, and I'm working my ass. I've been working my ass off to get this stuff done and sorted so I can catch up with stuff. That starts tomorrow. I am working my butt off and to catch up with everything. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Temu, I don't buy anything diamond painting related off Temu at all. I am very short, and I will warn people that my patience is very thin right now, due to the fact that I am exhausted. I have literally been working I have not had a day off. I have not done anything. I've not spent time with my family other than a walk with my daughter the other day because it was sunny. You know, I am literally have been busting my ass to make sure that the art was taken down, because that's my livelihood. That's these guys' livelihood. And for me to have artists up there, they need to be able to trust that their art is safe. And so that was my main priority. Without artists, we have no business. But anyway, I don't want to I get heated, and I'm sorry. I'm tired, and my filter's not working very well. Yeah. So this afternoon is exactly what I'm doing. I am taking some time out to just relax. Tomorrow, new art will be going up. As of not this lot that's going up, but all the stuff after it, I have heard the story. I've heard not the stories. I have heard the requests and the feedback about my signatures and stuff like that. So this is the compromise I've come up with. Well, no, because I've cut it down to one live a week purely because I know I'm busy and it's getting busier. So my main priority is making sure everyone's needs are met. But yeah, it's been a hectic week and a half, guys, and the stress levels were through the roof. I'm not going to lie. I've got to go for a blood pressure check tomorrow, so that's going to be interesting. But yeah, we do. It's that part's done. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, now that all the artwork up on the website, that there was 749 images that had to be taken down, re-watermarked, and then put back up. So that's all done. That's taken me a week to do, but it's all done. That is the end of that chapter. That is the end of it. It's over. That shit's gone. It's sailed. Boom. Bye-bye. Yeah. So that's where we're at with that. So as of tomorrow, new art's going to be going up, and We will be doing, there's Doctor Who will be going up first because I know people are desperate for the Doctor Who stuff, and then there'll be lots of new art coming up. So that's all going to be happening over the next 2 to 3 days. Yeah, it is a lot, Joe. It is a lot. Yeah. We might have a big variety, but when something like this happens, it's a lot of work. So yeah. So, you know, it was, yeah. And Stacey wasn't, no one was able to help me with it because I'm the one with all the main files. So I was the only one who could watermark everything and get it up. So, yeah. I want to give a shout out though to people who, and there's a lot of you that need to be named: Michelle Mills, Libby, Stacey, Victoria. There was a few, who else was there? Michelle Diamonds, and a lot of you who scoured the budget websites and found the stolen art. Like, I want to give a special thank you to Pixie and Chris, who brought it originally to my attention. You know, the biggest thing that pissed me off is the fact that you guys were being given a crappy image because it was low resolution with a watermark on probably a crappy canvas with drawers. That was a bad product. It was pissing me off. Are the breast cancer images going up? The ones from last year, maybe. We'll see how I go. Yeah. Within a week, I'd done a legal battle, looked after my kid, looked after my husband. My house was a mess for like a week, to be fair. But I've caught up on all my washing.
Yay.
Every time I had to get up to pee, I had to, every time I had to get up to pee, I'd put another load of washing on.
We were in a fight of our lives with that one.
Yeah, but it's all caught up. It's all done. It's all washed.
Good.
Most of it, 3/4 of it's folded and put away. So, well, not put away, but folded. Yeah. New ones. I don't know if I've done any new breast cancer ones, to be honest. It just, not that it's not important to me. I've literally just had my mammogram done recently. It just hasn't been. I haven't been on the ball with it
as much as we did before.
Yeah.
Just been other stuff kind of foreshadowed it.
Yeah. So we got it done. We got it done anyway. And so that's the main thing. So yeah. And then so I went literally, I think it was like 10 o'clock last night. I was in our little chat that we have, and I was counting down the last 5 that I had left to do because there was 75 pages. And yeah, I finally got it. I got them all done. And I counted down, and I was just like, oh, thank God that's over. And I went straight into a 3-hour meeting. So I really appreciate it
because that was a lot.
Yeah. So today I plan to, after the live, I'm literally going to hang out here with you guys till lunchtime. I'm actually going to diamond paint, and I'm just going to hang out, stick something on TV down here and diamond paint for the first time in nearly 2 weeks. And just unwind for a little bit. I know a lot of you said I handled it professionally, behind closed doors, I was screaming and swearing and crying and having meltdowns and like, you know, what did I do to this universe to deserve this, blah, blah, blah. You know, like I went through the self-pity behind closed doors. I'm a human. I was offended. There was a couple of art pieces that had been specially done for specific people, one of them being my daughter, and that was the kookaburra, and I got very upset when that was me. I broke when I saw that one come up. I'm not going to lie.
I would have liked to know what's their reasoning to think that was okay.
Yeah, they didn't have a reason. They didn't give me a reason. They just said, "Oh, you know, our bad, smack on the hand," kind of thing. They didn't really care, and I know that these full budget companies were all under one umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing you need. That's the thing. So, greed. Yeah, they just saw a new artist coming in who had a really good reputation, and boom, that was it. That's what they saw. The funny thing was, there was 10 images on the website, There's none now, I might point out. There were 10 images on the website, including my littlies, that were not watermarked. I'd accidentally put up the wrong file and had to double checked it. Actually, it does. Okay, it actually does. They are not allowed to infringe on the rights of an artist. They aren't. It is against the law. And yeah. Hi, Rochelle. So copyright does exist. They just bend it to their whim.
Mm-hmm.
I was literally quoting in their terms and conditions, their infringement rights, and going, how about show me the same courtesy? Like I was, I had legal advice through the whole thing. It was, yeah, but it's over. It's done. It's passed. We're going to move on. We're going to move forward. I am going to be doing, there's a huge drop coming. There's going to be a couple of big drops coming over the next thing. We've got, so all the stuff that's coming up now was stuff that was meant to be released 2 weeks ago. So please understand that this is not early releases. This is just from what should have already been released.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So that there is a lot of art coming. And correct me if I'm wrong, Stacey, are you working on videos or not? Because I've got lost in that translation.
I'm trying to, yeah. After today, because I got to get these things done today.
Yeah. So we're also
I got one set done.
We've been doing. I'm going to diamond paint what we talk. I need to diamond paint so we can do everything together. I just got to read. I'm proud of you standing up and doing what's needed to protect your art and your rights. Thank you, Rochelle. It wasn't just mine. It was, even though it was just my art style, and I was standing up for all artists. Like it was me making a stand, and I do want to see that post be continued to share. Because it's not the people buying, it's the companies that are responsible. Yeah, reset, move on, let's make some sales. Exactly. I need a new car. No, seriously, I do. Mine blew up. Just so everyone know, I haven't had a cigarette in 2 days. Sarah, I'm so happy for you. I'm proud of you, girl. Yeah. But yeah, so I haven't touched this in quite some time. I need my phone. That's right. I need to find my legend on my phone. If you guys are messaging me, I'm not seeing them until after the live, just so you know. Okay, so we've had the this and that challenge going all month. That has been like huge fun. Just seeing what you guys choose has been really, really cool. I've loved seeing the choices that you've made. Oh, how far back did I photograph it? Oh, there we go. So what we're going to do next year is hang on a minute. Hang on, guys. Diana says, hey, Rose, my dad just had his aortic valve replaced. I've learned so much on that procedure. I bet you have, Diana. I bet. I had mine checked recently. I've had no change in a year and a half, so I'm very happy about that. But I'm glad he's had his replaced. That's good news.
Yeah.
Those smokes hate you. They're trying to kill you, honey. Yeah, I agree. I haven't had a cigarette in over a year. I haven't even done my nails, guys. Like my nails are all crap. My skin's all dry. Like seriously. All right. What is my first thing on that one? It's number 4. I hate the way the supplier, it's not one of mine, just saying, didn't put the numbers at the top in order. There we go, 524. Like, seriously, put things in order. I am that person. 524, where are you? I'm out of whack with this kit now because I haven't touched it in a while. Trim JJ's nails without injury this time. Yay. Congratulations, Kath. That's a big, big thing. Lee says he quit smoking almost 10 years ago. So originally I did quit smoking 10 years ago, and then I had a mental breakdown before I moved over here and I started smoking again. And I smoked for a year and then I quit. So I quit on the 1st of April. So that was my first year, was just this last April. But I've had heart and lung scans done because I ended up with long COVID. And my lungs are good. I've got a little bit of scarring from having been a smoker, but they said it's nothing to worry about. Yeah, I vape. I do vape. I have beautiful clear lungs. despite being a vapor and despite all the myths and bullshit that's out there regarding vapes. I literally, I have the lungs of a non-smoker. So
Yeah.
that's why I call bullshit a lot of the times. I'm bad vaping. All right. So anyway, the this and that is going to be ending tomorrow. I'm sorry for those who are wanting animals. There is a reason why there is no animals going up right now. Is because I know what the last image going up is, and I want to make sure that it's up against something that it deserves to be up. Not that animals don't deserve to be up against it, but it is a portrait, and it needs to be up with another portrait. Are you laughing at me?
I'm laughing because I know what they're gonna. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. So for those who are disappointed with there being no animals for the last few days, it's because I needed it to stay a portrait specifically for a reason. And we've had a lot of animals in this one. Oh, I could pick one right up right now, but they're charging me money to kill me, so no thanks. I agree, Joe. I mean, I could have a trust me, I don't drink, I don't smoke right now, and I could have done both. But on a good note, I am down 5.5 kilos, so I'm really happy about that.
And
Hey, brother!
Technically, you haven't diamond painted for about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Not just one, because we didn't diamond paint at all when I was out there.
No, you made me ragged, girl. Congratulations, brother.
Hello,
6 years is an achievement. It's nice to see you. I have been worried about you because I hadn't heard from you since the hurricane.
I should be hitting either tomorrow, or Thursday.
Yeah. Joanna, it is working. I see my doctor tomorrow, and we're going to run through everything, make sure all my body's doing what it should still be doing. But it's petered down a bit, and I'm due to go up for a slightly bigger dose. So it's how they do it. You start off small. You can't tell. I can't tell. There's no real difference yet. Trust me, you'll notice, because we all noticed when Stacey lost weight. We're getting there.
I can see because it's the clothes. You can see the clothes are fitting better, and you can fit in the clothes that I brought you. So yay!
Yeah. So it's I'm just focusing on, like I said to you guys, I wanted to claim my life back, and he's probably playing Palia. I know. I'm not gaming. I am not, I don't have time to game.
No.
At all. Yeah, there's some special stuff coming. Like I said, I've got a merchandiser. She's just had a sneak peek behind the scenes of what's coming. So she's just had, that was one of the meetings that I had yesterday. There's some licensing coming out for people, for those that license. My lawyer's just reconstructing the contract at the moment to make sure it's legally binding. Well, it is legally binding anyway, but to make sure that my art can't be taken from somebody else's site either. I've been in the woods for 3 weeks hunting. How did it go? Did you catch stuff? I'm glad they're sorted, fam. Did you catch stuff? I mean, I'm an animal lover. You guys know I'm an animal advocate, but I'm also respectful of those that go hunting for food, because that's what we were designed to do. That'll be why he wasn't answering messages.
Quite possibly.
Oh my God, I'm laying drills. Ha ha ha.
Yay.
I'm gonna take some time out today to diamond paint. Rory's home today, but he's gonna be gaming. So he can game.
Time out and go to bed early.
I'll probably end up having a nap today. I'll need to have a nap because I've got stuff I've got to get done this afternoon. I hunt at the supermarket. Me too, Joe. Me too. No luck yet. Oh, hopefully soon. Yeah. So anyway, back to where I was saying, because we digressed. A very welcome distraction. So yeah. So anyway, regarding this and that. So next, not tomorrow, because we've got one more vote for tomorrow. So there'll be a new art piece up tomorrow, and that's the final one for the month. Then we are going to do a battle of the artists, which brings me to my next point. So I said that I had a couple of announcements. Sorry, I was away for a little bit. My friend called to give an update on his son. He's cancer, had an appointment today for prognosis, no more surgery needed, but will need some radiation. That is good news, Chris. That is very good news. So the signature, we digressed quite a bit, didn't we? I'm sorry. We do have lives that ramble all over the place.
Yep.
Just what we do. Okay, so I've listened to the feedback about the signature. So this is my compromise of what I'm going to do. All my digital created stuff, that whether it's AI rendered, computer enhanced, whatever, is all not going to be signed. Okay, you'll have my name at the bottom of the canvas, no matter where you buy it from. It'll have by Rose Proffitt, so you'll know it's mine anyway. It'll be advertised as mine. There's only 3 places other than myself that license my art. That's Captured by Radiance, that is PAM'S Diamonds, and then there's MCBRIDE projects in New Zealand. Why? Because people aren't enjoying it. So it's look, it was bad advice I was given, because originally I only ever did my initials. Hi, Sandy. I was given some bad advice, and so I'm recanting that bad advice, and I'm going back to, it's just going to be, if you guys want it personally signed, you can request it when you order the canvas. Can you please sign it? I'm not, all the stuff that's out there right now, or all the stuff that's going up tomorrow is signed how it is. I'm not changing it. Okay, so if you guys want it signed, I will sign it for you. I'll have a signed version for you, but you will need to request whether you want the signature on it, because it's now going to come without it. However, the other side of that equation is, if it is something that I'm hand drawing, okay, you can bet your ass that's going to have my initials and the year on it that it was created. Okay, so if it's one of my hand painted pieces, like the pumpkins or the witch or the cubism piece I've just finished, or the Aurora that I'm working on right now, in the bottom right hand corner, very small, it's going to have my initials and the date that I created. All right, so if you're wanting art that's got my signature on it, that's the art that's going to have my little Hancock on it. But the digital stuff, it's just, I'm not going to have it. You'll have my name on the bottom of the canvas. So that's where I'm going with that. It's just a good compromise. On the new stuff, won't be on this stuff, it'll be on stuff that's going up in the future. We might put in another category where you can have it signed. For those that want it signed, you can have an initial. Do you want Rose's initials on it? And I can just literally plonk that up and do that in 5 seconds flat.
And as far as the other artists go, it just depends if they want their signature on it or not.
Yeah.
I choose to have mine on there because it's small enough and discreet. But
it's up to each individual artist. I can't tell you guys how to sign your art. Lee, I had that, and that's what kind of the thing that I had. But the feedback was people were not buying it because of the signature on it. So the signature is going off most of it. But I refuse to take it off my hand-drawn stuff because I spend a lot of time and energy.
Yeah. And
you wouldn't ask Van Gogh or Da Vinci to take their signature off. So don't ask me. But yeah, and it also makes it easier for me with the licensing side of things, because a lot of the licensing companies that I'm licensing to don't want the signature. So if they want the signature, it's there. It's an option. So you'll get the choice to say, for the stuff that's non-signed, there'll be a thing added in the categories. Do you want this signed by Rose? And if you do, I'll put my signature on it for you guys. But for those that don't want it, they just go no. So you'll still have the option for those that want it. This is just the easier option for for everybody. It's a good compromise, I feel. It's just one of those things. And I've thought long and hard about how to do it. And I really have. It's I was trying to find a good compromise because I didn't want to not sign it because I'm old school art school. I like having a signature initial that way. I know it's from you. Well, then you guys will be able to add that to it. So it's just like, you know how when I have the little things like, you know, do you want ABs or no ABs? It'll be, do you want signatures? Do you want it signed? Yes or no? So, and it'll be signed just RP to it. It's not going to have the whole Rose Proffitt on it anymore. I'm going back to the basic RP, and that's what will be on it. So just keeping it simple. So if that's what you guys want, you guys will have that option, but that will not kick in probably for a few, like not this upload that's going up this week, but probably the next ones in the future. Hi, Snuggies.
Hello.
So yeah, so for those that want the signature for the initials, do you want an initial by Rose? You'll have that option. So, but it won't be available on all the older stuff. It's only for stuff going out as of not this week, but next week. So, because all the stuff that's all pre-signed, I ain't going back and trying to remove that because that's just a pain in my butt. So it had big plans to have all the art up by the end of last week. Obviously, that didn't happen. So my goal is by the end of this weekend, all the art for all the artists will be up. And then on next Wednesday, we'll run you guys through some videos and showing it. Keeping it simple is easier for you. Exactly. And that way I'm not battling everyone and people can buy it. They do not come with the watermark on them, guys. I'm not that stupid. I'm blonde, but I ain't that blonde. Yeah. So yeah, so that's where we're at with that. So saying that, there'll be, so as of you'll notice that the art that's been going up hasn't been signed. If you look close, if you go back and have a look at it, I haven't signed any of it. I'm planning to use birthday money for the lonely bear. Oh, nice. Yeah, he's sitting there waiting. He's sitting there waiting for you, Kath. I've decided that you're the only one that's getting that, by the way. Glad you had a good power burp. Hopefully it wasn't follow through. Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much. So yeah, anyway, 1st of September. Hi, Mary Lou. We are going to be starting what is affectionately being called Battle of the Artists. Now, none of this artwork going up is going to be, I have a surprise coming. Oh. None of the artwork going up is going to be signed for the this and that for next week, which we're affectionately calling the Battle of the Artists. It is going to feature 3 artists, myself, Stacey and Libby at this stage. There will be, you're not going to know who's art. We're not going to tell you whose art is who. We're not going to give you the names, nothing, just like I've done for this and that this time. And it's all going to be randomly selected. So it might be Stacey up against me. It might be Libby up against me. It might be Stacey and Libby up against each other. You're not going to know because they're all going into a wheel and they're all going to be randomly selected. So that's what's going to happen. So the this and that. So what happens with the this and that, just to explain it for those that haven't been following along, 2 images go up. You vote on which one you like the best. That's all it is. Really simple. You just go this, that, 1 or 2. Either way, it doesn't matter. The one that wins that round goes through. Will it be 2 of the same artist? Maybe, Kath. Maybe. Never know, because it's going to be randomly selected. So what's going to happen is whatever wins that round goes through to the next round. So, for example, we had 2 fairies up yesterday. The blue fairy won the vote, and it was they've been very close votes lately. So the blue fairy's up again today against another image that I've got up today. So whatever wins that one today is going to go up against the special one that I really am looking forward to putting up tomorrow. I mean, you guys would have seen it already, but you just don't know it.
It's going to be interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be an interesting battle. I literally haven't sat down and literally digitally painted for over a week, and I'll probably do some tonight, which I'm excited for. Now, FEMU, I have a surprise coming.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm not sure. I'm confused. So yeah. So that's all the bullshit out of the way. Have I forgotten anything?
I'm not awake to figure it out. So I think you got everything.
I know I'm behind in emails. The emails will be caught up with. Requests will be sorted. Issues will be sorted. We were not expecting this whole shenanigans with that.
Yeah.
It literally consumed. I feel like it was only yesterday that I had my last jab, and no, tomorrow I've got to have another one. So I've literally blinked and missed most of this week.
I just want to say that I know how trying and how upsetting this art situation was, and I really appreciate it as someone who works for the company as well as an artist behind you as well, that I really appreciate the effort that you put out there for us to be on the lookout for our stuff as well. And I especially want to thank those that helped you out, Libby, Chris, Michelle, and whoever else.
Victoria,
Victoria, yeah, everyone that helped you out. I was not in a position to fully be able to do that, and I feel horrible, but I'm so happy that you have such a great fans and supporters that do that for you. And I know behind the scenes how rough it's been, and you've made it, and you stood your ground, and it's making the rest of us, or at least me personally, stand grounds in certain areas. Not that anything's happened to me, but just sticking up for what you do as someone that people don't see you do stuff. So I really appreciate you being a role model for that as well. So thank you. And thank you,
You're
everyone.
welcome. I did reach out to Josephine Wall's manager and did let her know that I'd seen and where I'd seen them. And I also did let Dak know. So I'm picking the company's battles aren't over yet.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I really think more artists need to speak up too, because unless they just don't have the type of legal backside to them as you and others might, but I think more artists do need to stand up and stick up for themselves as well. And I don't think that's done enough with the majority of the art that we see out there that's stolen.
Yeah. So the only ones, Joe, that are licensed to have my art are Captured by Radiance, and she's due to bring hers out in the next week or so. I got a message from her. I've got to respond to that too. Yes, Michelle. So that, Captured by Radiance and Pam Diamonds. Pam and I work very closely together. And the other one is McBride Projects. All right, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
McBride's Projects she does drop ship around the world. But she is based in New Zealand because I really wanted to pay homage to home and support a small business back at home. So that's what I've done there. At this point in time, I've been legally advised to not bring in any more companies at this point in time. We're fine-tuning everything. There will be a very strict guideline for anyone going forward licensing my art. Yeah, that's funny, Liv. So that's the other thing. So we've there's going to be very strict guidelines and contract in place, and I'm not allowed to deviate from it. Has been my advice to protect myself and the people who actually pay to license my art, because that's the other side of the thing that people don't stop to consider. There are people who license my art. They pay the money to license my art, and they pay me the royalties, and they're doing the right thing. So they were kind of, in a sense, like a few steps back, but they were also hurt by what happened too, because they fork out a lot of money to license my art. My art is not cheap to license. And that's not me swinging my own chain. That is what is recommended by the legal people that I sought out when I was starting to consider licensing. You guys also got to remember, I got badly burnt by the last company. And so I'm making sure that everything is protected now. I'm very, very protective over my art, and I'm very protective over the artists that are under my banner. RP, you talk about Rose Proffitt Creations, that's one thing, but the RPC, that's a separate banner again. That's us as a group of artists. It is expensive. And I do keep it reasonable. I'm not like, it's not like $200 or $300 to license my art, but it does protect me. It does give me a little bit of, if someone's going to pay for that licensing fee, then they're going to look after my art. That is how my legal team said. Should we still post finished artwork on Facebook, Instagram? Yes, because it's diamond painting stuff. It should be fine. Yeah. It's fine as long as I encourage you guys to buy. I mean, I know you guys like to buy from me. That's great, and trust me, I love it. And whatever you buy supports my artists as well. They're all an important part of this team. But I know who their suppliers are. I know the quality of the product. I am not giving my licensing out to crap product. It's just not what is happening. So yeah. There is another Elizabeth Lenny artist out there, guys. Not our, and that's why Liz has changed her signature to E. Lenny. Yeah. Well, they got Scott, honey. They got their asses kicked and handed to them on a silver platter. Yeah. You guys are look. And there's the group. Like, I love seeing you guys finish the canvases and seeing what you guys, please share your whips, share what you're working on. If it's an RPC, it doesn't have to be a Rose Proffitt canvas, as long as it's either Stacey's, Libby's, Hannah's, or my work, or John Poppleton's, or we've got some new artists who are itching, we're itching to bring on board. But with everything, it's just been literally a hold up right across the board.
It's been hard.
And I'm not sure if my treatments worked or if it's just the stress, but I've been flaring like a mofo. But fighting through it, so yeah.
Pretty sure it's more than likely the stress.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's likely
good with the treatments. Yeah, you've been doing pretty good with those.
Well, June, they didn't work at all. I was a nightmare. June was a horrible month for me, health-wise, but yeah.
Yeah. You're doing pretty good when I was out there, so that's helpful.
Oh, you should see my flare today.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. But I mean, we do what we have to do to protect the artwork and protect your guys' quality. I mean, I can only do so much. I can't, if people choose to buy the art that's stolen of mine off a website that's a budget company, that's on them. That's their choice. Take care, fam.
Bye, fam.
So, it's what it is. And I'm not against anyone buying from budget companies. Just be careful of what art you buy. That's all I'm saying. Check them out. I mean, they need to be held accountable, the companies themselves, the owners of the company, the people who steal the art and think, oh, I'm going to have this. It's on the internet. It must be free. It doesn't work that way, guys. And there is ramifications for the artist, regardless of how big or how small that theft is. Like, I don't do Disney because the Disney stuff 99.9% of the time is stolen.
Yeah.
And I feel for the artist. Oh, I already saw someone posted my seahorse. He said, how do I know it's yours? Said, my dog's footprint is on it, but it is what it is. Yeah, that's annoying, Joe. I mean, the last time I had stuff stolen, it was photography. But because I am digital, I'm a digital artist, I have the metadata to back up my claims, which is the same with photography. And that's the other thing you need to take into consideration. Things that there is metadata embedded on every image.
Mm-hmm. That's what they were trying to prove on the Johnny Depp trial too.
Yeah.
Along with the mega pint.
Yeah, it's seriously like, yeah, you've got its date, you know, like I can bring up any image and tell you when it was created, like what date it was created. George's, no one's allowed to steal my Georgie's footprints. He didn't sell it. He just liked it and posted it. He didn't sell it, just liked it and posted it. Well, in a way that, you know, the one thing that pissed me off the most was, oh, you've made it to the big time. That was the reaction I got from so many. I'm like, that does not make it right. Like, you know, I seriously was like, you're all right, love. I have finger issues too, Joe. You know, people going, oh, you should be happy that they stole your art. No, I'm not happy. There was a lot of art stolen. It was a lot. It was my earlier work, yeah. It wasn't that great. I will happily admit that. And it's stuff I'm getting ready to retire. Oh, that reminds me, guys. Don't forget, there's the last chance ones are being emptied out tomorrow.
August is the last month for those.
Yeah.
The absolutely last month.
Yeah, they were like the silver lining, you know, like, oh, you've made it to the big leagues. You know what? I don't give a shit about the big leagues, guys. I really don't. I'm not out there to compete with anyone. I don't care. I'm not interested. Keep me out of drama. Just like literally doing my thing. Don't like it? Tough. I don't care. Like, that's kind of like where I'm at with, like, you know, a lot of the drama that's been going on. But it's like, yeah. Am I well known as an artist now? Yes, that's great. I've worked my ass off to get to that point. Having my art stolen because my name is out there more still doesn't make it right. It's theft is theft. And that's what you know. You don't sit there and go, someone comes into your house and steals something from your house while they're visiting. You don't go, oh, it's okay, you're my friend and I love you. No, you hold them accountable. You know, if my kids do something bad, they're held accountable. You know, it's not a me situation. It's this is my reaction to your action. For every action, there is a reaction. That is the law of physics. Just saying. But yeah. Anyway, please tell me someone else has had a better week than I did. Welcome back, Rowan. Yeah, I don't react well either.
4 more images to go.
4 more images to go.
4 out of 10, yes.
I will trade you for what I had to do.
I know. I'm so exhausted. I just want to Jackie, oh my God. Okay, so we got back from Australia. I'm going to just tell this story. If you haven't listened to my whip and chat, that's all great and dandy. But anywho, so we're in Australia and we're getting back from Australia and I'm trying to get Jackie, like I was fine. You guys all thought, let's go back to the jet lag comments that everybody thought I was going to have. I never had jet lag. I was burnt out, exhausted in the evenings after dinner because I went into food coma. And there are some times where I was sleeping later than you or up later than you, by the way. But anyway, I never had jet lag.
She wore me out.
Poor Jackie has not recovered. Like, not only did she hog the entire couch and made that her home and her place that she stayed and the place that she did art, and oh my God.
Let me just point out, they had a perfectly good queen size bed they could have used. Just saying.
We crashed on the couch every night. And darn it, if my butt was not falling through that thing.
We did have
at least 3 times a night.
There are some amazing highlights behind the scenes that happened, like her falling through the couch because the poof wasn't clipped in place properly.
Oh God. Yeah.
You know, there was we had a lot of good times. We did.
Oh wait. Let's not forget. Well, you weren't there for it, but let's not forget reverse. Why isn't my car going in reverse? I love you. You know you are. Oh my God, that had me dying. I was cracking up so bad.
And then let's not forget either that Jackie sees me for the first time on a video call. And you know what she goes? Where's Rory? I miss Rory. No, not me. My husband. She misses my husband.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. To be fair, when Stacey first arrived, I'd literally just started Ozempic. And so my body was not coping very well with it at first, like at all.
No.
Hi, Dip. Michelle Mills says not funny.
It is funny. Oh, but they get this. We go out. It was me and Jackie, and we went to the aquarium in Melbourne, and we walked from the aquarium into more of the CBD, which is what, the city business district?
Yeah, CBD. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Rory gave me the phone to use that has GPS, right? So I'm walking up and down. We're just like, we walked from the aquarium to where I apparently couldn't find the garage. That's how far we had walked. And then we had made a left up that street. And like 2 or 3 streets down, we made another left, and we were looking for some place to eat. I'm trying to follow the directions on the GPS, but every time I would walk in one direction where the steps tell me to go, all of a sudden it would zing back the other way like I missed where I was walking. And we ended up walking at least 3 times up the same dang street because the GPS kept going haywire on me. And I couldn't figure out where to go. And oh my gosh, poor Jackie was done. I'm like, do you want us to ride on the trolley? And she's like, no. We literally walked for like 6 hours, and by the time we walked all the way from there up to the library, because I was trying to find the jail, we got to the library finally, and like we got to the jail, it was like I don't know, like right, half an hour before they stopped the tours. And I'm just like, oh, forget it. We'll just come back another day. Never made it another day because I did not care to go into the jail or into the town anymore. It was like the last week we had.
Oh,
and,
did she
my
freeze?
gosh. No, I'm still here.
No. Like seriously, like, and let's not forget the 4-wheel driving experience without the 4-wheel drive.
And then because okay, so we had to rent a rental car because of Rose's situation, and we're driving up to the Great Ocean Road, and we get all these scenery, and we go through all these mountains and all the curves, and we finally get to the beach area. We're riding up the strip just a little bit, and all of a sudden it takes us into the mountains and in the opposite direction. And we're like, where the heck are we going? She's like, well, I'm not going down that road because there's tolls, right? So we go in the opposite direction, and then we take the huge long boat way around.
You would have been charged $10 for tolls.
I'm not saying anything negative about it, but oh my God, yeah. So we saw cockatiels, like all these white birds just flying, and she's like, those are cockatiels. I'm like, are you serious? Because to us, they're cockatoos, whatever. Yeah. So they're like exotic animals where we are. So I thought that was like really, really cool. And then we finally trying to get to the Great Ocean Road back on, because we're kind of headed now towards the beach area.
We're trying to get to 12 Apostles.
12 Apostles, yes. So the GPS apparently takes us on this side road because it tells us to get off the highway to go on this side road, which is off-roading to me. And she calls it some other type of road.
It's a paddock lane.
Okay, a paddock, whatever. but it's going in the farmland.
Yeah, it's a paddock lane. We were going between
Okay,
two
so for
paddocks.
those
It's
that
a
don't know
paddock
what
lane.
that is, there's sheep on a hill, and there's sheep in a different area on the hill. And
So
what
I'm
else was
trying
there?
not to
There was
scrape
other
the
stuff.
underbelly of the car, and she's sitting there going, "Oh look, can we stop so I can take a photo of the sheep?" Like I'm not like seriously, like the car's like this, and I'm trying not to scrape the underbelly, and she's like, "Can we just stop so I can take a
I'm
photo
like,
of the
just stop,
sheep?"
just stop. And this was before we really got into it. So I'm like, oh, stop, because we were right there by the sheep, and there were little babies, and they were so cute, and they were running, and they were hopping, and it was just
Thank you,
such an
Barbie.
adorable moment, right? I'm like, let's just
No.
stop for a second. She goes, no, what the? I ain't stopping it here. I'm like, okay. So she was driving really slow because all you heard was as we went over the rocks. And so we get further on,
Thankfully,
and she, no, hold on. And we try to go, and she's going really slow. We're trying to avoid it. We're trying to get to the end of the road, right? And so all of a sudden, all I see in the distance is mud.
yeah,
Just like, and then downhill. And I'm like, and like by the third time that she was doing this, I was like, "Are you sure you want to go? Let's just turn back," because I was getting nervous.
Now is my response.
I was getting nervous, and so like she's like, "No, we're committed. Let's just go." I was like, "Okay." So then all of a sudden, towards the end, like we haven't even seen the light of day at the end of this thing, right? So all of a sudden, I see like a little hill, and then down below is mud, and there's like really nowhere for her to go around that. I'm like thinking to myself, where the fuck, we're not even gonna make it out of here. You like, I was hoping she would turn back, right? All of a sudden we see this guy, this four-wheeler comes zooming down. I don't even think he was planning to stop for us. We had to flag him down. He totally could see us. And we're like, yeah, does this road go anywhere? He's like, no. We're like, damn GPS.
Yeah. The last time I drove a lane like that was when like I was in New Zealand, and like this was before the kids, before Rory, before everything. And it was in a four-wheel drive, and I used to drive through paddock lanes. That's why I knew it was a paddock lane, because they used to drive through paddock lanes to get to the family batch. But I had four-wheel drive. That's the difference. And this was a sedan.
No four-wheel drive on this
town
thing.
car, a Kia. Like, I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my god. It was so funny.
We did see wild kangaroos and koalas. We looked.
No, we didn't see wild kangaroos. We saw wild koalas.
We saw one, but it was dead on the side of the road.
No, well, you saw it. I didn't. It just drew too fast.
Even I haven't seen wild ones. Like I was like, we're driving, and to be fair, like this is me, and like Gracie and Michelle and Libby can vouch for this. I normally do not drive 45 minutes, more than 45 minutes from my house. Like I get major anxiety. And so we drove a 10-hour round trip.
I was so damn proud of her. And not only that, but for her not saying that she doesn't drive anywhere other than to drop like Kenzie off in the groceries, okay? I made her, the only way I was going to get her to go anywhere, I wanted to do a girls' day. So I got Michelle, because Michelle was coming in, and we did this for Jackie's birthday. We had tea time at a really, really nice place. We had high tea.
I found one closer for next time, bitch.
Okay, good. But she went ahead and she actually drove into town for the first time.
Yeah, that's no second time. Only my second time. The first time I went in there was to pick my laptop up. I am definitely never, ever, ever driving down.
That was fun. And then you got me back because we had to find a place to park, and the only place to park was inside a garage. You know how much that damn garage was for little over 2 hours, because we were 2 minutes past the hour, $50 freaking dollars.
Yeah. It was so next. I said to her, next time we catch that freaking train and we're going down that way.
Yeah, but I'm so damn proud of you because you conquered that. Not that I'm saying the fear is gone, but
no, it was a fear. I think okay. So you know, there was the whole COVID. We all know about COVID and how it kept us inside. And then I got sick with the CSU. And so leaving the house, and now, you know, the cars haven't been that great.
Sorry, I was just reading Joanna's message.
Oh, it's lots of fun, Joe. I promise. We had lots of fun. We had music going. We were singing. We had lots of fun. We stopped along the way. Kenzie had a ball. Like it was the longest trip that Kenzie's ever been on. The most she's ever traveled is probably 3 hours. And then, you know, but this was like, she was really great. I mean, we had there was one meltdown when we were like driving up roads like this. Now, straight roads I get anxious on. Give me these roads, and Stacey, you can vouch. I was just up.
She was just going.
This is like home. This is like New Zealand. It was like driving New Zealand roads.
Yeah.
And Gracie, you would understand what I mean when I say it like this. You've driven in New Zealand.
Oh, and Gracie, thank you for the backpack. Jackie used it the whole time. It's sitting, waiting right for you, and there's a few extra little goodies in there for you. So you got both of them in there.
But it was great. We did have lots of fun. I was very, very exhausted. Now, to be fair, I'd had back-to-back visitors since beginning of July, end of June. And my health was still recovering from June, and it takes a little while to get over that. And but it was, we did have lots of laughs, and it was lots and lots of fun. Yeah, I liked the high tea really impressed me. Now they knew that I had food issues, and they handmade everything. And she went to that. This lady went. Yeah, this lady went that extra mile just to make sure that me, who couldn't have dairy, had everything like everybody else, but without the dairy. Like it was like the scone without, like, and she brought me out a little tub of Nut-X, which is like a plant-based butter. And it was just really, really nice.
Yeah.
I put my Jeep through hell the past 3 weeks. It rained. See, I could have done with a Jeep, right? I really could have done with a Jeep. Like, seriously, next time she's over, we're hiring a Jeep. It's just that simple.
Yeah. And Gracie, yes, I did see the penguins. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. It was super cold though. So Joanna, thank you so much for my scarf. I'll go into that story in a second. But Gracie, oh my God, it was so cool because it was like dark. Like they didn't come out until about 6:20, and they said 6 o'clock. So it was already getting dark. You couldn't see anything. You hear them first. You couldn't see anything. And then all of a sudden you just start seeing this row of white just miraculously pop up of like white. It was just really, really cool. And they're so tiny.
And let's talk about how she ended up in Mooney Ponds, which
is
like
we're not going
the other side of Melbourne.
At what, midnight, 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night, midnight, and sometime around there. Me
in a panic because she's and I said to her, what the hell are you doing in Mooney Ponds? Like thinking I'm going to have to go get her at night. And it's like an hour and a half away from me. I was like, what the hell?
It's not my fault. Who shuts down trains in the middle of a World Cup in your country? Who shuts down the trains?
Don't ask me. I just live here.
Exactly. There's a World Cup going on. There was a game going on that night. You had people, oh my God, they shoved us in buses. A whole entire train's worth of people got shoved in buses, and they're wanting everybody to sit down. There was no room to literally move. Jackie was passed out. She's falling over or using the pole to hold on to as her headrest, as her head just keeps banging on the oh my God, it was so, yeah. I'm just glad nobody smelled, nobody coughed, nobody did nothing on that bus, but just stood there. That was just gross.
It was like, seriously, I mean, I've seen more of Melbourne in the time that Stacey was here than I have the whole time I've lived here. But we did, the one stop that we haven't done, and I do need to go and do, is I want to go and do the historical walk on Geelong.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
And I know Michelle and I have another date to go to Werribee Zoo, and I'm not going to take Kenzie this time because I literally just want to go and photograph and take my time.
Yeah.
The one thing I am thankful for, and I will thank Stacey for this, is one of the problems I've had because of the heart condition and everything else going on with CSU. was actually moving, like physically getting out and getting some exercise. So thank you for that. And like, I know I complained about it and I hated it at the time, but I'm out now walking with Kenzie in the evenings, and I'm actually physically moving. And so that's like my energy levels are actually going up, which is really, really good.
Yeah. And I know there are a lot of people that were worried about you saying, don't do too much, don't do too much. I was with her and I was able, I mean, I can't physically medically monitor it, but I could, I, I could see what I could push her to do, and I didn't overdo it. We walked the mall at Werribee, which was a big feat for her. And I saw her getting tired. We sat down and had lunch, and I knew she was exhausted. I'm like, why don't we just go? Because I could always come back another day, which is what we did. But she got up and she did it. And I was so proud to see her walking through that mall.
I've been, I mean, for most part, and what a lot of people don't realize is I was pretty much been almost bedridden, and actually was bedridden for most of the last couple of years. The CSU knocks me that much, and you've seen me have a bad flare, not a huge bad flare, but like still a baddish flare, and it knocks me around quite a lot. But I am making positive changes, which is all helping. Like I've got a treatment plan, and I've got, like I'm on a Ozempic now, which has balanced out my sugar levels as well as helping me with my weight loss, which is really good.
Yeah.
The nausea sucks. And I'm not looking forward to going out to the next level, but I need to, because I'm not dropping it as much as what I was. But tomorrow is 4 weeks, and I have lost over 5 kilos in a month.
That's amazing. I'm glad to see, I'm so happy to see you walking now that it's getting warmer as well with Kenzie.
Yeah.
So
I was pissed off yesterday because it pissed with rain.
Yeah.
Is it always a hard road back after you go, Rose? It is, yeah. When you've lost your freedom because of your health and gaining it back, it is a very exhausting road. It really is.
It is.
And
yeah.
You are constantly battling a body that wants to give up. And my body had got to that point where I was ready to quit. I wasn't suicidal. I was just ready to quit and say, well, this is going to be the lot for the rest of my life. And I looked at my daughter and I realized that if anything happens to me, there's her to consider. And then I hit 50. And then I kind of, it was like the kick in the butt I needed. I was like, I was 50. I'm halfway through my lifespan. I need to get my shit together. I don't want to be this overweight, unhealthy person who's wheezing as they're walking up and down the road. Like I couldn't even walk across to the chemist, which is like literally a 10-minute walk there and a 10-minute walk back. So I did that the other day. I did that on Sunday for the first time in over a year. And I was so proud of myself. And it's just, and getting Kenzie out walking is good for her too.
Yeah.
Prescribe Aquacare. Honestly, the pools are like half an hour drive for me, and I have a car, but and no offense, but it's not a roadworthy legal car. And so I literally only use it to take Kenzie to and from school. So my whole goal is like I said, at the moment, I'm focusing on trying to replace the car that got blown up. That's a story we're not going to go into on a live. If you know, you know. It's been a very horrible experience, but I'm very, very grateful for the friend who organised this car for me, and she knows who she is. And she's in the live, and she knows who she is. My daughter's still able to go to and from school. The car hasn't skipped a beat. It's just a very old car, and it's almost at the end of its life. Let's be realistic, and it will be going to the forever yard when I do have my new car. So it's just we're just going to think. So I'm at the moment I have a goal plan of what I've narrowed my car down to one little town car, because I only need a little car for me and Kenzie. to run around in and for me to go to places. And I've narrowed it down. I've fallen in love with a Kia car. They are just literally, I cried when I had to give back the rental. Like,
I know. That's all I heard was, oh my God, the Kia is my favorite car.
I literally cried when I had to give the rental up because it was such a nice car to drive.
Yeah.
And it was last year's model. But it's like, so I've it had all the bells and whistles, when you hop in a car and it has all those little extra things that just make the drive more pleasurable. And if you've driven for any period of time, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Like, the one thing that stood out for me was the Android, auto Android, like my car just hooked up to the Bluetooth, the music came on, the maps came up on the screen. It was great. Like, I loved it. I absolutely fell in love with this car. And so I've decided I'm saving up towards a Kia Picanto. It's so it's not a cheap car. It's not an expensive car either. It's like not literally $40,000-$50,000 worth. It's only a $22,000 car. I say only, but for me that's quite a lot at the moment. And so I've cut down my spending. I'm cutting down like anything that's not basic needs. I'm not buying anything. I'm not buying pens. I'm not buying like I said, the only canvas I'm buying is my Doctor Who one. And so I'm doing that. And I haven't even I think I've picked out the one I'm going to do. So there we go. I think I've picked out the one I'm going to do. But I have enough canvases, and that's one of the reasons why next year thanks, brother. Come December, I am doing I start my random year of diamond painting. I'm not hosting. I'm not, unless it's actually on my table at the time. All my unfinished ones, all my canvases here, whether it be my Josephine walls, whether it be my Randalls, whether it be one of mine, are all going into a spin the wheel, and I'll spin it live so you guys will see. And I'm going to just do that one until it's finished. That's how that's going to work. Each canvas, and it will just be no pressure. Just get back into the love of doing it for relaxation. No pressure to finish. No pressure to have certain canvases on my table for events. I will still provide the art for the events. So that's what I'm doing. So next year, it's all going to be about just doing that and just enjoying it. Okay, so what happens? It'll be September. So we've got till November. So as soon as they go up, I would order them. They were meant to have been out, like I said, a week or two ago, and just with everything that's gone on, we haven't gotten them up. So
it's it's about a 12-week to actually receive them from the minute you hit that purchase button.
So what I'm doing with the event stuff, I mark it as urgent, and it has a big red. It gets a big red label on it, and so they know that that's going to be the first lot done out of those orders. And it's not split against every other order. It's just that one order. So it gets rushed out. So if you come to me in 2 weeks out from an event and say, I need this canvas, I'm going to tell you I can't do it. Just no way. There's just no way in hell that's going to happen. Eventually we will get to a point where we will have stuff in stock and we'll have a warehouse. It's going to take a bit of time. My first step is to get a car, and then we'll start looking at getting the boxes designed, and then we'll start looking at getting a warehouse. This is one of the reasons why I'm licensing my art, because that money is what pays for all of that. That gets reinvested back into the business.
We can produce images as pre-orders too and just put them up.
Yeah. So the other option is I could change the whole thing to pre-order, but then how the pre-orders work is you've got to have a certain amount to get them all shipped out at once. So I like the drop shipping idea for everybody. I don't want to get them shipped all down here. Look, if I got them all shipped down here, it would, but then I'd have to ship them all out. And we all know how useless I am at shipping stuff out from my house.
Yeah,
I am good at. Yeah, that's why I drop ship, because I know that is one of my faults, that I forget to post stuff. So rather than that, I just make sure the orders are going to be going in weekly, as of next week, there will be this where we're going to try smaller orders to get them pushed through quicker. Yeah, so that's kind of what we're trying to work in, is getting them pushed through. So like 10 little orders will go in, or whatever comes in a week. So we are working to try and speed things up. It's not us that's holding it up, it's the other end. Like I put orders in a month ago, they've just been printed. So, but we've got to remember too, and this is the other thing we need to take into consideration. These suppliers supply other companies. We are not their only company. We are not by any means their only company. I mean, they supply one of the biggest names in this industry. And they put in thousands and thousands of canvas orders, like in numbers. One order can be 400 or 500 canvases, easy. So let's, and so if they're ahead of me in the queue, it just all goes in a queue. We all go into a queue and it gets done when it gets done. There is nothing we can do about that. That's, we just do what we can do. Mm-hmm. So the sooner I have them in.
Look at that. It's 15 more minutes.
Yeah.
She hasn't lifted her diamond painting pen yet, guys.
All right, going back to it.
Go back to
Welcome back, Sarah. Yeah. So, I mean, we're doing everything we can. And, I mean, the last few months has been a bit higgledy-piggledy, and I do apologize for that. Like I said, in June, I was very, very sick in June. And those that know me, who are close to me, know how sick I was. And then in July was like my 50th, and Jordan was here. And then there was a couple of weeks and I was just starting to get on top of things then. And then the lovely Stacey arrived, and then I obviously spending time with her because, everything was still going to be here, but she wasn't. So I spent time with her. And then, and so now, yeah. And then, because just as I was starting to get back into swing, I was thinking, right, I'm going to do this, and I had everything time scheduled out. The art theft happened. So it's just been one thing after another. And, I'm making sure the orders are going in. Everything's going through. We're not going anywhere. We're not closing down. That was the other rumor that went down. Yeah. Oh, you're closing. Yeah. Guys, if you saw the amount of art I had, me licensing is just a scratch of the surface. It really is. Like, if you'd been in this meeting last night and watching these girls' faces, bless them so much. The look on their faces when they realize how much art I have. I've been stuck in bed for a good chunk of my time, and since I've been in Australia, there wasn't a lot I could do except for do art. So that's what I did. So I have a lot. And yeah. The other question that people have been asking me is the sound of silence and horoscopes. So let's talk about those. They are licensed out already. So I will not be producing the canvases, but I can tell you that the quality is good. The customer service is good. And I will, once she has officially signed them up, I will let you guys know where they're going. But they're definitely one of the 3 of the companies that have already got them of my art. So they are reliable and trustworthy. And yeah. So after the Sound of Silence series, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It is, so I love the disturbed version. Okay. I love, there's some really beautiful versions out there, but for me, disturbed version really touches on mental health. And so that was the theme I've used for the whole art thing of the Sound of Silence. And trust me, I've poured hours and hours and hours into these pieces. It came from an idea that I had a while back, and then I said to Stacey when she was here, I've really got to start getting this stuff down, done. And so I did. While she was here, I actually started putting it all into place. And then I started releasing it. So every line lyric is there. After the Sound of Silence, yes, there is going to be another one, but it's going to be something a little bit more leaning towards more mine and Kath's event. And it's actually You'll Be in My Heart by Phil Collins. And it's based around the love a parent has in protecting their child. So that's that one. also be on the lookout. There will be a couple of other mental health ones that come along, like 6 Months in a Leaking Boat by Crowded House. It actually is about mental health. I'm also doing It's a Kind of Magic by Queen, with the being inspirational and you know, finding the magic within yourself, and you know, finding your strength, and you know, and it's all going to be based around that theme, all the lyrics and that. But the one I'm looking forward to the most is Hotel California. So I've written it all out. I've got my ideas down already. It's all ready to start. But I'm going to do it in like psychedelic and neon colors because, well, some of them, not all of them, but you know, that's kind of, it always reminds me of an LSD trip. So if you've ever had LSD, you know what I'm talking about. The song reminds me of an LSD trip. So I'm taking that, and I'm going to be doing I'll answer that in a minute, Lisa. I'm going to be doing it in sort of like, it's touching on about greed and indulgences and, you know, that sort of stuff, you know. That's going to be the themes around those images and stuff. And it's just me being politically correct, or no, politically incorrect, like going against the grain. You guys know I like to do art like that. So I'm going to be, and it's all going to be psychedelic and trippy, and because that song just needs to be psychedelic and trippy, like hippie era and stuff like that. Like, it just, I love that song. It's one of my favorites. So the wish list. So the problem with the wish list is it's going to cost a lot of money to upgrade the website, and I need to learn WordPress to do it. I have spoken to the site, the people who run my site, and I have said to them, can we get one put on? And they are looking into it. So I haven't heard back yet, but it is something that we are looking into.
Oh, good.
Mary Lou, good night, love.
Good night.
So yeah, that's kind of where we're at with that. I would love to be able to put a wish list up. I'm begging them to just incorporate it into the programming on the website, because there's just way too much on there. I am retiring a lot of my older stuff now. And so if you guys didn't know, let me just bring up that link. These are actually going, and they're going. When they're gone, guys. So let me just make that very clear. These have been up for a month. These are actually going off the website in 2 days. Diamond paintings. I'm just going to find the link for you guys. Last chance. So if you look under diamond paintings, there's a category called last chance. Now, ironically, a lot of this was stolen art. So that's kind of thing. So, okay. So this is the link for it. This stuff is going, and it's either because it's not selling or anymore, or it's my older stuff, or I've actually done a better version of it since. Because that's the other thing I've been doing, is reworking a lot of my art. So, yeah, if you want the original stuff, that's in there. So all of those will be down in 2 days' time. They're coming down. They're going to be completely off the website. They're not coming back at all unless you're an FWB member. They're not going to be available, or a patron. That's the two things. Those are the only ones that they're going to be available for if anyone wants them as an FWB or a patron. But yeah, it's time to start retiring some of the older stuff. My style has changed so much in the last 8 months, and I like where it is right now. And I'm very happy with the style of art that I'm bringing out, and the genres that I'm bringing out, and the methods that I'm using to create that art. It's very much a blend. I'm loving the cubism right now. Like, I've had itching to go back and paint some more. And like the cubism one, she's beautiful. She is very, very beautiful.
Yeah,
Stacey, you got to watch her.
Yeah,
yeah,
it was awesome.
So I literally, because my drawing tablet is quite big, and so I literally painted her on this.
On that little thing.
Yeah, and Stacey sat there beside me watching me paint it.
I'm just like, as I fell asleep on the couch. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know how she did. Like, yeah, it's just such
Yeah.
a tiny space. I didn't understand how she did it.
Well, this is how I drew the rainbow key was drawn on here. What else have I drawn on here? Hang on, let me bring it up. But let me go. Infinite Painter. Here we go. So I've done. Oh, I did the rainbow key was the only one I did on here. So that was before I bought my drawing tablet. Yep, give me probably in a month or two, Rose. They are definitely coming. So yeah, I did the rainbow care on here, and I also painted. I started to paint Tarnwin. See, I had them all sketched out, and then my drawing tablet arrived. So that was kind of the end of that, and I switched him to the drawing tablet. But yeah, it's like, see with the rainbow care, you can see all my layers that I worked in. Like it's all in there. And the outline and everything, and yeah. But so now I use this when I'm out and about for drawing. So if I decide I want to start something, and I did start a painting in here, but I haven't gone back to it. I think I've deleted it actually. Recent projects. Okay, here it folded. Oh no, so I also did let's have a look. So I don't know if you guys remember, I've never released her because she was like my first back at drawing stuff. So I did her, and I decided not to release her at all. And then this one we started, I was improving. So she started to kind of, it all started coming back to me on how to do it all. And then of course I did Caden's graduation, and then I went from that to the rainbow care because I realized that everything was still in the swing. I was still in the swing of everything. So, and that's the original drawing file of the rainbow care. So, and it lists all the colors at the bottom. I really like that. So if you look at the bottom, you can see all the colors I use in there. There's a lot of colors. And yeah. So it just depends. Yeah. But Infinite Painter, if you're wanting to play and you've got a phone with a pen, so I've got a little pen on my phone, a little stylus. Infinite Painter I highly recommend it for when you're out and about. I don't know if it's available on Apple. I'm an Android girl, so I have no idea if it's available on there. But yeah, I highly recommend it. I use Photoshop when I'm on the computer because I find I'm qualified in Photoshop. So for me, that's a really, really good idea. Oh, wow, you guys, what the heck? I've got, okay, I'll have to go sort that out in a minute.
Did you get messages?
Someone's been busy on Ko-Fi. I'm going to have to go sort that out.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you, brother. Welcome back, Sandy. You're good. We're almost at the end. So yeah, okay, so for those that are Patreon, I'm very sorry. I've been very, very slack on that. Obviously, all of this has kind of impacted my Patreons as well. I do have some special stuff coming out for Patreons only that you guys are gonna, I'm sure you'll like, and there'll be some free art going up for the Patreons very soon. I do plan to revamp that and get that moving again. And I thank my Patreons very much because you guys help pay for the subscriptions for all the digital stuff programming that I use. And I really do appreciate that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But it's good to be back, and it's good to be getting used to, like, Monday I wake up and I was like, oh, I've got to do a live. Actually got to the point of actually opening StreamYard and starting to fill everything out. And then I clicked that it was Monday. You're muted, Stace.
It's only the first week. Oh, no, yeah. I was coughing. I was choking.
I'm going to say good night now. Have some rest, Rose. Night, Orphe. Night, Sarah Love.
Night.
I am going to be resting tonight, this afternoon, guys. I am taking this afternoon off. I've done work this morning. I'm taking this afternoon off purely to just unwind and just get my head space cleared from all the drama that's happened in the last week, and so that I can go fresh into making sure that everything goes up on the site for the new art. So that's all going to be up, and to start watching tomorrow, because I'll start posting in the group and Instagram and Facebook and stuff. I'll start putting the posts up of like as each section's done kind of thing. We've got new Hannah art, new Libby art, new Stacey art, and new my art going up. Got more John Poppleton art going up. So keep an eye out for those. Yeah.
All right, go back to sleep. Hey, Cynthia. I didn't see you there.
Missy. She's been sitting lurking. You've been spying on me, woman. Oh, honey, don't you? No, Britta, no. You're fine, love. I get it. I understand it. I am human. And yeah, I understand completely, my love. Yeah. Yeah. You know I'm here for you, honey. Always. And that's it, guys. My door is always open. I might, or there might be times when I'm grumpy, but that's not to do with you. Oh, I will be. Okay, guys, I've got to go. I'm going to sign off. I've got a phone call from Kenzie's school.
Oh, okay. All right, everybody. Have a good day. And I guess she didn't close it out, so I'll probably try and go in there and close it. But loves. Bye. See you next week. I know she's still live. I got to figure out how to close it. I don't think I can. Oh, she's got it. Bye, guys.